GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
From wherever we decide studios, broadcasted live on iTunes, Spreaker, and worldwide, this is the Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast with your hosts, the Crimson Cyclone himself, Cyclone Jones, and of course, the producer, Pat G. The G stands for Gangsta. And now kick back and get ready for the eargasms.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. I know who you are. We know who each other are. This is Cyclone Jones, along with Pat G. The G stands for Gangsta. Pat G, tell him what it is.
It's another edition of the TTRPT brought to you by the Gear Network and, of course, gearshop.com with Amazon behind it.
Yes, indeed. Amazon.com. Shop, shop, shop. Spin, spin, spin. Bring money back to the Gear Network at the end. You like that? I just made that up.
Did.
Good.
It was very rhymey.
That was good.
Very rhymey.
So before we get this started, I was supposed to give a shout out to somebody who kind of pissed me off today. Really.
I heard.
Really bad.
I heard. That's why I said when I walked in, I said I heard angry-ish.
Yeah. But it's all good. You know? I mean, I'm a man of my word. Mm-hmm. I will give you a shout out. Mm-hmm. Hi, Jarnita. There's the shout out.
That is done. Your side of the agreement is completed.
My side of the agreement is done right now. No, I'm not going to do that. Because then, you know, that causes another argument.
Arguments are bad.
No.
So, anyway, before we get into what we're going to get into, I actually had to take time, like my time driving over here, because today was a very bad day, and I was really bitter about a lot of things.
Why were you bitter?
Work and people, and just it made me think of other things that if I would have gone on about, I'd get in trouble. I'd cause more issues than I've already caused. So it was more of a, you know what? I'm not gonna go that route because I've been trying to squash the nonsense around the Western New York area with people.
Well, now you got to tell me what the hell is going on. I mean, not really tell. I mean, I understand you don't want to, tell me.
You know what?
We're on a podcast right now.
No. I'll say it. I'll say it. I don't care. It's just thinking about all the time that I've spent from where I started to now,
right?
And how far I've come, and the people that I've met, and I've had associations with, and everything, and going, you know what? No matter what they think of me, I don't care. That's on them.
You see, and I know you're going with that. So I see the same thing as well. Because I know a lot of people say things about me as well. I don't care. I truly don't care. I'm still going to do what I do. I still have a great job. I still have my family's, beautiful health. Mm-hmm. I still take care of everybody I need to take care of. So whatever somebody has to say about my wrestling career, I can care less. And that's the same thing you should do. You should not care less. You're in this business to learn and to grow. If you don't learn and grow, then why are you doing it?
Yeah. And I'm going to say this is I've actually, because I've had conversations with him here and there, Bob Evans, Brutal Bob, things that he's posted and has done on videos have got me thinking a lot. And you know what? Yes, I got into the wrestling business out of pure chance. Pure chance. Somebody took a shot, took a chance on me, and be like, you know what? You know what you're doing to an extent. We'll teach you along the rest of the way, and that's what it was.
And that's understandable, you know. That's kind of like how I got into it. You know, I'm walking down the street. I see this guy with long blue hair. He's got a backyard wrestling title. Mm-hmm. I kind of laugh at him because, you know, I'm like, dude, you're not getting me in a backyard, you know, to wrestle and slam, you know. But then he invited me, or he gave me the information for said local company in the area.
And you went from there.
I went. Yeah, exactly. So,
and this is the thing is, you know what? Am I going to say that I learned along the way? I did. But it was more of one or two or three guys going, hey, we see your passion. We see that you want to learn, taking me under their wing and going, okay, ride with me. Like you did. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't really go anywhere for the first three years that I was involved. I worked one place and that was it. Like, I knew of other places, but I didn't have the means to go because I'd ask and I get told no. And then it wasn't until you were like, hey, why don't you come with me and we'll start going so you can get more experience and learn.
Yeah.
And do I still make mistakes? Yes, I do.
Of course. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. It is what it is.
But, however, progressively, I'm getting better and better each and every time.
So, I mean, with that being said, being bitter about what somebody else's opinion isn't something that should be happening.
No. And I'm going to say this is I've recently kind of squashed a little bit of nonsense with one or two people. I'm sure there's more out there, but it's a thing of, you know what? If I reach out, I feel like there's more of a chance for me to get ignored than if I reach out and go, hey, the olive branch is here. Take it. Let's talk. But you know what? On the same spectrum, they know how to get a hold of me.
I don't even give a damn about olive branches, to be honest. I don't. And I say that not in a mean way or a spiteful way or an egotistical way.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm too old to be sitting here trying to fight and argue with people, man. If you don't like me, then you don't like me. Our paths aren't going to cross that many times.
And you know what?
Just the only thing I'm saying is if you don't like me, then respect me enough to speak to me.
Yeah.
Don't speak to me the rest of the day. And if you want to say bye to me, then say bye to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
No,
if we got to work, then we got to work.
I
respect that work, but that's it.
Yeah.
I'm too old to be sitting trying to be like, yo, dude, why don't you like me? Nah, I ain't got time for that.
No, I completely get that. Because, and this is the thing is, I've come to learn there's a lot of egos in this business. Hell, there's ego in general. But sometimes it's just guys just rather walk by and ignore you. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's still a business. Respect the business. Respect the pouch. Respect the pouch.
Capri Sun.
It's true. It's respect the business and respect the laws of the land, basically. The rules that you know that should be followed.
But everybody follows their own. With independent wrestling, everybody follows their own rules.
That's true.
And that's one thing where you have to understand that independent wrestling is just that. Independent wrestling.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama has an opinion on independent wrestling in their locker room.
Oh, God.
You have a match. Everybody that watches that match has an opinion.
Has an opinion about it.
You know, and their opinion may be different. Their opinion may not favor with the person that's talking to you about it, who had enough courage to say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? We'll tell you about your match.
Absolutely.
You know, also with that, you know, your opinion may not think highly of their opinion, you know, because you may think the match was gold.
And they thought it was complete garbage.
And they're picking it apart and you're getting mad about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody's opinion and egos in pro wrestling on the indie level is completely different. That's why you can't take anything so serious.
And also on a one note is, I will say this is, every area is different. You have Canada, you have the United States broken up into different areas. You have the Northeast, the Midwest, the West, the South, Southeast, and all that. Like, everybody has an opinion. Everybody comes from different cut of cloth. Mm-hmm. But it's just the thing of me. I'm like, everybody's got an opinion. I'm like, at some point, you gotta respect it enough. Respect it enough just to make everything work.
Okay. Now, you know, Patchy, I'm going to pick you apart because...
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
This is Cyclone, and I do what I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, you just started you started what you were going to say, and then you completely went a completely different opposite direction on what you were saying.
I lost my train of thought.
I see that, and I'm like, what the hell is he saying right now?
Oh, my God. This is horrible.
But this is the podcast. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen.
True. Yeah, you know what?
But, you know, one thing I
this
saw,
is why you're the voice.
This is one thing I've noticed, though, and a lot of people have noticed this as well. Coming from the States, coming from Buffalo, you know, East Coast, wherever you come from.
Yeah.
Whenever you go to Atlanta, even if you come from Atlanta, IndyCar Mafia was just in Atlanta.
They were.
If you go to Canada, you don't notice as much drama. At least I haven't. Mm-hmm. In all the locker rooms that I've been in Canada, you don't notice the drama. There isn't any drama in Canada locker rooms as it is in American locker rooms in the independent scene. I don't know why. Maybe they just have that mentality of, let's just be cool, Mm-hmm. And I like that. You know, it's fun. It makes wrestling again. I love wrestling in Canada. It's one of the most stress-releasing things to do.
I will say this. I've noticed that in some of the locker rooms in Ohio. Mm-hmm. Like, some of the locker rooms that I've been in Ohio, they're like that, too. It's so laid back and chill. And, like, yeah, everybody talks about certain things that they hear. But it's like everybody's just kind of conversing with everyone. And there's and it's just this. It's a wrestling locker room to shoot the shit, be cool, enjoy the show, and there you go.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I just find this funny how we just made a topic just like that because we weren't even supposed to talk about this. So you just felt something in your heart that was bitter, and I tried to turn a bad thing into a good thing. I mean, you did. It was a bad thing that you felt some kind of way about and turned into a good topic right now. You know, go Pat G. Wow. It seems as though that let's put a header on this topic and then put an end to it.
Yeah.
I guess what we're trying to say is egos, fun, drama, all that stuff is a part of the business. Opinions. However, it's how you perceive them, how you associate with them, and how you actually give off that energy as well. Mm-hmm. Can place you in a position in pro wrestling, professional wrestling, to either advance, not advance, get stagnant, or just be regular you. You know, it's something where your ego can take you soaring to the WWE or keep you down at
keep you basically where you live.
Yep.
Where you all
spit it up, Edgy.
All you do is you work your place that you live, and the only people that care are your friends and family.
Not even friends and family. Not even. Because
sometimes
I know a specific wrestler who can't even wrestle in his hometown. Can't.
Oh, wow.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on. Thank you for listening to that. We truly appreciate that. I don't know where it came from. Like I said, that was just something Pat G just came up with. But that was that. Let's talk independent wrestling now.
Because this is what we do.
This is what we do.
We follow the indies and we bring you action from said indies.
I mean, I am an independent wrestler.
You are. And I'm an independent wrestling announcer, referee.
Slash commentary.
Slash
sometimes production.
Slash everything that doesn't involve being in the ring.
Slash utility man. Pat G is very handy. So, I mean, promoters, if you need somebody, I mean, clean up vomit, clean up dog poop in the backyard, Pat G is your man.
Really?
Huh? Oh.
Really? Clean up dog poop?
Yeah.
Okay, I see the love. I see how it is.
If you got paid for it, you do it. Right or wrong?
It depends on the pay.
Exactly. Everybody's got a price. Money.
Well,
money.
This is true. Anyway, moving on.
Everybody's got a price.
Plenty of shows going on this past weekend.
Everybody's gonna pay.
As Cyclone Jones busts into a musical number.
Whose music is that?
Ted DiBiase's.
I'll have to smack you in the mouth if you didn't get that right.
No, I'm gonna say Virgil.
You probably would have said Virgil.
Oh my God, I know my wrestling nonsense. Anyway,
and actually you were wrong. That was JC Money's music. All you gotta do is put the UWWCCC.
Will you stop? We've had enough of Cyclone Jones and JC Money. I thought we put that to bed.
I'm just saying what his music was. That's all. I didn't say anything bad about him.
And then you added the little small part there trying to agonize the man.
No, that's his music. Have you not heard the UWC's music? Every single time the UWC comes out,
I've heard the UWC music.
UWCCC.
Plenty of.
And then it plays their music.
Okay.
So that wasn't a dig at JC Money.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
He knows it wasn't a dig. You're the only person trying to make it seem like it's a dig.
I'm just making sure.
Anyway, continue what you were doing, Pat G.
Speaking of that.
Yes.
I talked to the powers that be at LPW.
Yes.
About the challenge. From you to one JC Money.
Challenge. Yes.
They told me to put JC Money in contact.
Ooh.
With the powers that be at LPW, and once you're done knocking Tripp's head off.
Yeah, Tripp is
and his little midget friend.
Yeah. Well, continue telling JC because he's going to listen to this.
Oh yes. So I talked to the powers that be, and I gave them the explanation as it's been a kind of rivalry on the podcast between you and one JC Money, and it's being built to a match. So at one point, maybe in the next couple of months, when there's a show where you're not doing anything, one JC Money can talk to the powers that be at LPW, and we can put this together, and you can have your match with JC Money, or you can knock his head off.
Okay.
As you've stated so many times.
Listen, all I want to do is make JC Money famous.
That's it?
Yeah, it's not like The Undertaker when I did that.
You did. But anyway, moving on to some local independent wrestling action.
Really?
Yes.
What independent wrestling we talking about today?
KDW
Monster.
The Kayfabe Dojo Wrestling Crash Course in Rochester, New York this past Saturday.
Yep.
Had a packed show. The KDW heavyweight champion, the Alpha and the Omega, Jason Xavier, retains his title against former champion just Jeremy Jensen.
Ooh. The one match that pops out at me is Icon Ace defeated the Young Lion of the West, Matic, by an overturned decision made by the commissioner in the 5A5 Live heavyweight or championship tournament qualifying match.
I'm very curious as to why the decision was overturned.
I don't know. Matic is a dirty player, man.
Well, he does have the whole two Shawns with Hellcat.
Two Shawns. #WrestleDad.
Hashtag WrestleSun.
Get it right.
Yes. Sorry. The KDW tag titles change hands in the Wrestling Liberation Front. I believe that is Cloudy and Chris Worthless defeating the Wet Bandits of
Venomous. Joe O'Connor.
Joe O'Connor
Same person.
And Eric Bonacci.
I just killed kayfabe. They're the same person.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Joe O'Connor.
They just look alike.
Venomous.
They're twins.
Same person.
They're twins.
I just killed kayfabe, baby. Bang. Bang. Hashtag fight me.
Hashtag fight you.
Hashtag you won't.
Another match.
Hashtag do it.
Nick Ando won a scramble match against
Hashtag you won't.
to get his spot in the 585 live tournament.
Okay. So there's a tournament going on and I wasn't involved.
You weren't involved.
Whatever.
You don't have very good records in tournaments.
Do I? I don't.
You don't.
Damn, I don't.
You get entered in these tournaments and
I know, right?
You don't have very good records.
No, I have. I wait a minute. I think it's a tournament curse because when I made my first entrance into a tournament, which was for the Emperor of Old School, I made it to the finals. And that was in my first year of wrestling.
So they give it to you big the first year, and then after that, just nothing.
And then that's the curse.
That's the curse.
You lose everything from
we got to find a way to break the curse.
I know, right?
Curses get broken.
You do.
Well, moving on to the state of Pennsylvania, PWR Pro Wrestling Rampage. They had a show this past Saturday as well.
They did.
And they have new tag team champions.
They do?
They do. The Homewreckers of Anthony Gaines and Jet Rebel defeated the Dead Wrestling Society, Crimson and Warchild.
Wow. I have no idea how the hell they did that. Because they're not big guys.
They're not.
Jet Rebel is like 130 pounds soaking wet with a 135 pound wet life jacket on.
True. And Anthony Gaines drinks a lot.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? But with that being said, Jet Rebel would be fast because he's only so many pounds. And Anthony Gaines would use the drunken style against the Dead Wrestling Society.
Oh, well, there you go.
Makes sense.
Method to the madness.
There it is. Hold on, wait. You scroll past women. We always got to talk about the women. Maria Manic
and Angel Dust were in a match for the women's title title.
Giggity.
I'm assuming Angel Dust retained.
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter to you? Doesn't even matter. Braxton Sutter took on Omega Aaron Draven.
Braxton Sutter, that's my boy.
And
yo, he is such a cool dude. Have you ever met him before?
I have. I've met him on a couple of occasions.
Yeah. He's an awesome guy.
But a few.
He's a super awesome guy.
He is very cool. Also, they had a contract signing for big time Bill Collier and Big League John McChesney. A match that has been a year in the making. Due to John McChesney tearing his calf muscle last year.
And I'm going to miss this match.
You are going to
miss it. Which pisses me off. And the reason why, because this is a segue now, if you don't have the Fight app on your phone, you need to download it right now. FITE. Fight. Actually, Pat G, download it right now.
I'm doing a podcast.
And the reason why is because if you like independent wrestling, if you like kickboxing, judo, chopsaki,
a lot of violence,
but independent wrestling itself,
yes,
you can watch all of these shows and televised wrestling. It has ROH on there, has TNA on there, or Impact Wrestling on there. But I just watched a match with Bill Collier and who did he wrestle at GWX? I can't remember. Somebody. But, I mean, you can get all these independent wrestling matches.
Oh, wow.
If you love independent wrestling, you can watch independent wrestling, man.
Very cool.
Like, so definitely download the Fight app. FITE. I saw it. I got it. I watch it every night or every morning when I wake up or go to sleep.
Now, are you actually going to email them and try to get them to be sponsors since you've just given them a whole bunch of free promotion?
I am, actually.
Okay.
I am. Yep.
All right.
You damn straight I am.
Well, moving on to the last bit of independent wrestling action.
Yep.
LPW Live Pro Wrestling in Fremont, Ohio this past weekend. Show number 2 of month June.
Mm-hmm. 3, actually, right?
Well, there's 3. This was the second. The third one is in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
The big one. This one saw new tag team champions crowned.
Right.
In Brandon Edwards and Austin Mannix, the Dirty, defeating the Puerto Rican Wrecking Crew of Johnny Dynamite Jr. and David Tower.
Are they the Puerto Rican Wrecking Crew?
They called themselves the Puerto Rican Wrecking Crew.
Okay. I thought it was the Puerto Rican Express, but
won the LPW Tag Team Champions and can call themselves the first ever
LPW Tag Team Champions. So, yeah, they are the tag team champions. Belts look amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
The belts look super amazing.
Also, a contract signing was held between Tim Horner, the number 1 contender, and the LPW heavyweight champion, Benjamin Boone. They signed a contract for June 24th, the Fight for Fremont, in a ladder match for the LPW Heavyweight Championship.
This show's going to be outside. Did you know that?
Yes, it is outside. Outside. The city's
going to be blocked off.
The city of Fremont is shutting down the main street for LPW.
Yep.
And also, from the show, you continued your war with the Madness himself, Tripp.
Yes, I did. I mean, Tripp has been a thorn in my side. Him and that little splinter called Lou Saker. These 2 dudes, man. I mean, it's time that we extinguish this flame, because Tripp has been burning down a lot of people in his way.
He has.
He's come to LPW and he has made a staple in his debut since he's been...
Him and his little minion.
Yep, since he's been with LPW. But it's time that we put this to rest. It's time that somebody cleans up the mess that he's made. And the best thing to clean up debris, anything that's on the ground, anything that's in the way, is a cyclone.
This is very true.
So, Tripp, this message is for you. Come June 24th, Fremont, Ohio. Fight for Fremont. This is going to be a fight for your life. You have antagonized me, sneak shot me. I said chop me. You chopped me too. You threw in cheap shots.
Minions hitting you with chairs.
Your minion hit me with a chair, with a drive-by kick. You super kicked me. Like, I just don't.
He's left you laying a few times.
It's time that we put this to rest. And Tripp, you've asked me about this little list that I should make about my things that I love so much so you can take them away. Tripp, I just want you to put one thing on your list. That's your career. Because, boy, as soon as I hit you with that Cyclone punch, I'm ending yours. Cyclone punch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cyclone Jones, and I am with Pat G. The G stands for gangster. And remember, the TTRP is sponsored by the Gear Network store through Amazon. If you visit shopgear.com, it's a little bit different. That's shop, GERE.com, and click on any of the banners. It will take you right to your account, and you can do all your Amazon shopping there.
And you shop Amazon and Amazon Prime as you normally would. But the only difference is Amazon kicks back a small percentage of all your purchases to us here at the Gear Network, so we can cover our production costs to continue bringing great programming like TTRP, Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast, Better Live Than Dead, Get Ready America, and Talking Wrestling, among more, here from the Gear Network. So that's shopgear.com. ShopGere.com.
IndyCard Media is your one-stop shop for quality designs at a quality price. They offer merchandising, company branding, event posters, custom clothing designs, and so much more. Check out their gallery of past designs by visiting facebook.com/IndyCard Media and tell them what you think. That's IndyCard Media, 337-446-4331 or IndyCardMafia@gmail.com. Tell them that we sent you. Again, 337-446-4331. IndyCard Media. Bring your designs to life. Hey, Dawn, how's it going?
Living the dream. I'm actually just getting ready to do this commercial.
Oh, you mean the commercial where I tell our listeners to tune into Gear Network every week to listen to our show, Get Ready America? That one?
Yeah, John, that's the one.
They can also listen to us talk about news, sports, whatever's on our minds, that.
And a little what's on our listeners' minds, but they're just too nice to say it.
Well, that, Dawn, is a real humdinger.
Humdinger.
Come join us this and every week for Get Ready America exclusively on the Gear Radio Network.
And the Gear Network app.
After paying some bills and eating some cookies, we're back, Pilgrim. That's my John Wayne.
That's your John Wayne?
Yeah, did it work? Didn't sound like John. It didn't sound. Don't even lie.
It wasn't bad.
Don't even lie.
It wasn't bad.
So, all right, listen. This is my British voice. Today we're going to talk about.
Jesus.
Today we're going to talk about WWA. Kind of mixed in the Irish there. So
Little bit.
I did.
Little bit.
Anyway, I can do a lot of voices, but we're not going to talk about my voices right now.
This Sunday is Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Is the SmackDown pay-per-view. And right now they've got 5 matches.
5 matches announced?
5 matches announced. You're gonna see Naomi defending the SmackDown's Women's Championship against Lana.
Good job, Patsy. Good job. I like what you did there. I'm not going to tell the fans what you did, but thank you. Good job.
This one has garnered a bit of hate.
A bit?
A bit of hate.
A bit?
Because...
What you mean a bit? A lot?
Yeah, a lot. A bit. Is because Lana has pretty much never wrestled.
Yep.
At all. Ever.
Yep.
And people are going, why is she getting a title opportunity like that?
Because I believe that her skills are better than people think.
This could be true.
I think that her skills are better than what people only see the WWE have her portray. Kind of like Cherry Bomb in Impact Wrestling.
Very true.
Cherry Bomb can go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And
however, Allie is a little scaredy cat.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what it is. I honestly believe Lana can actually get down in the ring. I really do believe so. But we'll see. We'll find out.
Absolutely.
We definitely will find out. Or this could be a match where Lana may wrestle a little bit and then another person debuts. Which they do have that new beast. What's her name? I don't know her name. In NXT right now. I don't know.
I haven't watched NXT in the last couple of weeks. I haven't had a chance to.
I don't know. But anyway, but with this 5 matches already announced, we are going to give you predictions.
Honestly, I think Lana
nope, Naomi. Nope. No.
I want to see Lana pull the upset.
And you know how many people will be pissed? I mean, thinking about it now, it would be good.
No, hear me out. Lana pulls the upset. And then whoever wins the women's money cashes in immediately.
Ooh.
Because then this way, you get all that. Because if you want to take Lana to be a heel, she wins the title, instantly garners all that heat, and then you have whoever's won the women's Money in the Bank match cash in like that.
Yeah.
And now you instantly have three title competitor challengers, because you have Naomi, who wants a rematch, Lana, who technically gets a rematch because she was champion, and then you have the new champion, whoever that might be.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense right there. Oh, Pat G, oh, shoot. Well, we're split on this one, though, because I'm still going Naomi. I still don't think they're going to give it to Lana.
I like the upsets.
Yeah.
The first ever Money in the Bank ladder match for the number one contendership cash in for the women's division of SmackDown.
She ain't got no money in the bank.
And this one, I will say, this one gained some perspective on the internet.
She be walking around acting all stank.
Because one Nia Jax tweeted, it's nice to see, was great for the first ever Money in the Bank women's match. It's nice to see all the women talent getting used.
Ooh.
And this was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
This match will see Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Natalya versus Tamina versus Carmella.
I mean, that is 6 women, right?
5.
That's 5. Yeah, they would need 6. I don't know why they wouldn't put.
I don't think they have 6.
Well, they do. I mean, they got 7.
They have 7 total, but you have the title match.
Yeah.
Unless they make a surprise and pull up somebody from NXT, which at this point I don't know who, because the only person from NXT that you honestly can pull up is Asuka, but she still got the title.
Yeah,
and that would make no sense unless you're having her drop the NXT title without actually losing it.
Yeah.
Next up is the Tag Team Championship match for SmackDown. The Usos. Which I love.
Wait.
Oh,
we're giving predictions here. Damn.
Well, you're playing on your phone.
I'm not.
I'm trying to fill dead airspace.
I'm not playing on my phone. I am declining an invitation that I was invited to a stag party, and I can't make it because I will be in Ohio on the 24th, knocking Tripp's jaw off his freaking face.
Okay, well, my phone has been sitting here the entire time. I've not touched it.
And I told you to download an app, and you still.
And I will download it after we're done with the podcast. The podcast takes precedence.
How? All you do is click it, push it, downloads on its own.
Because if we're talking and you're paying attention to what I say, we don't have dead air. But I swear to God. I swear to God. See what you're doing? You're making my battery run low. All right, fine.
All right, so
who's winning the women's Money in the Bank match?
You got Becky Lynch,
Mr. Decline,
who was the first WWE SmackDown champion.
Yep.
You got Charlotte Flair, who is genetically inclined to win.
Of course.
You got Natalya, who I honestly believe she's
family lineage.
Yeah.
Who she's been used horribly since day one.
Tamina, who has never won the women's championship.
Hell, Tamina's barely ever been used.
And Carmella, who was brand spanking new. Not going to give it to Carmella. I don't think she's good enough yet.
No.
Becky Lynch, I think they're still going to have her fight from the bottom. Still fight up. Charlotte Flair or Tamina. I don't think they're going to give it to Natalya, and I believe Tamina's going to win it.
I actually agree with you on that one. I feel like Tamina winning it would give a breath of fresh air to the women's division.
Did you just say a breath of fresh air?
I said breath.
You said breast.
I did not say breast. I said breath.
You said breast. But it's okay.
Do you need me to pause this and go back?
We're not going to pause anything. We're going to continue to talk.
I said breath.
And if you touch that pause button, I'm fighting you.
Well, listen, if I'm going to get hit with the Cyclone punch, I might as well make it worse.
You'll hit you with a Cyclone bomb off my porch.
Oh God. Oh, God. That's horrible. Why would you do such a thing? Anyway, moving on. The Tag Team Championship, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, defending against some combination of the New Day, because the New Day has 3 members.
They got the T-Bird. T-Bird rules.
T-Bird?
T-Bird. That's my car. T-Bird rule.
What are you, John Travolta?
Yeah.
And doing summer loving?
Staying alive. The Freebird rule. Yeah, I said T-Bird. Bite me. Fight me. Hashtag it all.
Do you think the Usos keep it? with the New Day debuting here.
I don't think the Usos are. I think the heel Usos are good.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that they're getting the right heel heat that they should be.
It's true.
When I see them as good heels.
Yeah.
But they don't push my buttons like a heel should.
Ah, okay.
So I think they need more work as the heel thing.
They need help with it because they're coming off as good heels. Just they're not garnishing that heat that heels usually get to where it's like, I want you to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You annoy the crap out of me, lose.
Yep.
Up next is the Money in the Bank ladder match for a WWE contract. Kevin Owens,
yep,
the face of America.
Yep.
AJ Styles,
the face that runs the place.
Baron Corbin, the lone wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn, the underdog.
Yep.
Dolph Ziggler, the show-off.
Yep.
And Shinsuke Nakamura, the rock star.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Now, there's a hell of a lot of talent in this match.
There is. I don't know who's going to win this one. I cannot pick a winner. Even though I may have to, I cannot pick a winner.
If the WWE Championship does not change hands, I'm going to say it's going to be either Owens or Zayn.
I don't think it's going to be Owens.
No?
Owens is the United States champion.
Okay.
I do not think it's going to be Owens. He still has a great reign right now of heel heat with the United States Championship.
Okay.
I believe AJ Styles is a no, because I don't think he needs it.
At this point, I don't think AJ Styles needs the title.
AJ doesn't need it. Baron Corbin is the new kid on the block. Sami Zayn hasn't gotten a real push since he's been there. Dolph Ziggler's already got a push, but he's doing great with his new heel push that he's doing. And Shinsuke Nakamura is the guy that's just awesome. So to cut them back, I'm going to cut back, like I said, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles. Unfortunately, I'm going to cut back Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Baron Corbin. Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't need it right now.
No, he doesn't.
Dolph Ziggler already had it, and I think they're going to put him in something else different down the line. I'm giving it to Baron Corbin.
It's not bad. And finally, the WWE Championship match, Jinder Mahal defending against Randy Orton.
Now, fans, did you notice that? How I gave my prediction and Pat G said nothing at all? Did you notice that? Nothing. He didn't give his prediction.
I did give a prediction. I said Owens or Zayn, and you shot me down. But I had no combat for you predicting Corbin.
Did he really shut me down? I guess I'll have to rewind sooner or later. I'll just wait till the podcast comes out and listen to it then. All right, go ahead.
But Jinder Mahal defending against Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Jinder Mahal will retain. Because this title run he still has a lot of legs left on it.
Yep. Jinder Mahal is the face of the WWE right now because he looks amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's not that bad on the mic.
No.
He's not.
And he's being that classic chicken shit heel.
He's being that classic foreign heel.
Because he's got the Singh brothers.
Yep.
So he's winning, but with the classic distractions.
Yep. So everything that the heels did back in the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s.
That made them a great heel, Jinder Mahal is doing.
Absolutely.
Jinder Mahal will be champion for quite some time.
Now, on that note, do you think the Singh brothers eventually, at some point, get involved within the SmackDown Tag Team division to maybe build a dynasty of some sort, and all of them hold the gold at the same time?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. I do not think the Singh brothers will go into a tag team division and win titles at the same time, because that will make them, because with them getting their ass whooped as the Singh brothers
Each and every time
they're out there with
the
their
main
champion,
event? Yeah.
makes them weak as tag team champions.
Okay. All right. I can understand that.
Yep.
To finish off, I did watch Raw last night.
I did not. I was at the PlayStation event.
Good for you.
Thank you. It was amazing.
Raw, as far as Monday Night Raw goes,
God of War.
Monday Night Raw has become very predictable.
Days Gone.
I know, PS4 and Sony has amazing games coming out. And
Yes, they do. Let's talk about that. I mean, pro wrestlers play video games.
That's true. That's true.
You play baseball constantly. MLB The Show.
I do.
All day long. So as soon as I get my codes, I'm going to give you some more codes. Or who did I give them to last time? I gave you
me.
I did.
Your next codes you have to give to Eric.
I was about to say I got to give them to Eric next time.
You have to give him the Mr. Emanon over there.
And I have them.
He will definitely enjoy them.
Yep.
But PlayStation definitely kind of knocked it out of the park with their game release.
Yep.
And the trailers. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Origins in Egypt. It looked amazing.
I didn't see that.
I saw IGN was doing a live stream of the play and everything. And I saw one of the boss battles, and I was like, cool, an Assassin's Creed game that I might actually enjoy.
Did you see Marvel vs. Capcom?
I did.
Infinite?
Infinite. I did.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And the demo's out today?
Yeah.
Came out yesterday, but they didn't upload it. But it came out. It's out today, though.
Might have to download that.
Might. I'm about to.
I will say Xbox came out, named their next project, or duly named what was Project Scorpio, the Xbox One X.
Yeah. Xbox One X. I'm so done with them.
Why are you so done with them?
Because, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not done with Xbox. That name is just stupid. We're gonna call it the Xbox One Xbox One X.
It's just like,
it's just a complete circle. Oh, that's why they did it,
mate.
Xbox One, Xbox One, Xbox One.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! By God, it's the Crimson Mask. That was my JR.
That's a horrible JR. You sounded more like Oklahoma than you did JR.
I know. My voice is gone right now.
This is true. You like I said before I got here, Angry-ish was out.
Yeah.
Angry Cyclone was out.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for the TTRP this week. For Cyclone Jones, I'm Pat G. And Cyclone!